Hi guys, it's Miss Matilda here again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I also want to apologize. Yesterday I couldn't upload a video because when I came from work I was tired. And I was not just having energy to do a video. But today I have energy. I'm here to do another teaching. Just welcome back and hang around with me here. All right. So today I want to teach about why people keep on going back to their exes, or why it seems so difficult for people to forget about their exes. Okay. So, number one reason why people keep on going back to their exes, or seems like it's difficult for them to forget their exes. The one reason is that most of us, whenever we are going to relationships, we do not go to relationships with the idea of getting out. Nobody goes to the relationship to get out. People go to relationships with the idea of thinking that it's a forever thing. It's supposed to last forever. So when it happened to end, then that will they will see that as a trauma. They will see that as a bad thing because they did not expect this relationship to end. They did not go to this relationship to end. They went to that relationship to last forever, but they did not expect it to end at any time. So I want to tell you today to say that is not true. That is a lie. People need to go to relationships with a heart prepared, or with the understanding to say, I'm going to this relationship, but the possibility of it to end is there. That's the reality of life. If people need to go to relationships with a heart to say, it's possible for this relationship to end at any time. This is one reason why people hate each others badly in relationships. When the other person try to end it, then they will not want to accept it because that is not their fundamental aim, or that is not their reason why they went to that relationship. Their main reason was for the relationship to last forever. Okay. So I just want people to understand that. Or to go to relationships with a heart prepared to say, it's possible for this relationship to end at any time, and that is not bad. It's okay. Okay. People also, they were programmed or they were made to believe that if they say yes to someone, then they own that somebody. That then that somebody belongs to them, is their person, and nobody should have them except them. That is a wrong mindset to go with at relationships. I want people to understand that when you are going to relationships, you are going to do a relationship with that person, but you don't own them. The Bible is very clear on this point. The Bible taught us to say, God owns everything that is on earth. That includes people too. I want you to understand, Gusha, whenever you are going to a relationship, you don't own people. They do not belong to you. Anybody who wants to have them, they are allowed to have them. You don't own them. They are not yours. They belong to God. And if they decide to leave you, that is okay. If other people decide to have them, that is okay. You don't own them. Let them go. I want people to come to a point whereby they should accept, or they should come to this reality to say it's okay for relationships to end. I'm not saying people should not work on their relationships to last forever, or people should not work on their relationships to last longer. But I'm saying, if it happened to come to an end, it's not a bad thing. It's okay for relationships to end. It's okay for people to say they want to end the relationship. It's not a bad thing. People need to learn how to let each other go without hurting each other. Okay. Because too many people hating each other, too many people killing each other because of relationships that ended. Too many people hate each other emotionally just because of a relationship that has ended. And that is not okay. I just want people to understand, even if it's a divorce, even if it's whatever, I want people to understand, Kusha, it's okay for these things to end. It's not a bad thing. Okay. The one point also I have realized that also brings some negativity into relationships or marriages whenever they end, is that people were also programmed to believe that whenever they were programmed to believe that their exes are enemies. Their exes are their enemies. The truth is, they are not your enemies. I want you to understand, Kusha, your exes or your ex-husband, they are not your enemies. They are not bad people. The only thing here is that what you had to get, what you were having together with that person ended, which is the relationship. But that does not mean, Kusha, they are bad people. It only means that their season in your life have ended. What you had together have ended. And that is okay. It's not bad. It's okay for relationships to end. People were programmed to say relationships should not end. People were programmed to say if you can't let go of a person that you dated. But the truth is, you can let them go freely without hurting each other. You can allow people to exit your life if they want to. Allow yourself also to be able to move on if you want to. All these things are okay. It's not bad if a relationship have ended. It's okay. It's 100% okay. Okay. I just want people to love in a healthy way. I just want all this negativity that is surrounding relationships to end. I want people to start to love in a healthy way. At some points, you have to tell yourself to say, okay, this relationship ended. If it ended, it does not mean that you are not a good person. It does not mean that you are unlovable. You need to constantly keep on reminding yourself to say, I am the best. Maybe I'm not just the best in his eyes, but my best is yet to come. You need to release people. You need to let people go freely without creating dramas, in their next relationship. Okay. So my next point are why people keep going back to their exes, or why people seems to find it difficult to forget their ex is that one reason is that you can't let go of your ex because they feel familiar to you. They feel safer to you than getting a new person that you don't know. But the truth is, it's possible for you to move on. It's possible to get a new person and just start over. Like they were also new in your life at some points. So it's possible to get a new person and they will become familiar to you, and they will again feel safer to you again, just like the same way your ex feels safer to you right that moment when you want to move on. Okay. So, the next point why people keep on going back to their exes or find it difficult for them to forget their ex is that there's this thing called ancestral connection. You need to understand that from the beginning when God created human beings, they started off living as a group. Human beings at first, they lived as a group in the bushes. They moved together in those bushes going for hunting as a group. So that connection, it's still there in your brain. It's still there programmed in your brain. So that's why most of the time people, they will look for connection in friendships, connection in family members, connections. You constantly want to be connected to a human being. You constantly want to be connected to other people. It's because of that ancestral connection that is programmed in our mind. So it makes you to want to remain connected. But the truth is, you can unplug it or reprogram it in your mind if you want to. You can do your inner work, and you can disconnect if you want to. Okay. Most of the mammals, among all the living organisms that we have, all the mammals, you will find them moving in groups. You can check this one out if you are at the farm. You will find cows, because they are mammals, you will find them moving in groups. You will find goats moving in groups. You will find zebra in Ethiopia moving in groups. All the mammals, they have that ancestral connection. They have that connection part, that part of them that will want them to remain connected to their group members. This is also one reason why you want to keep on connected to other human beings. Or this is one reason why it's so difficult for people to stay single. Okay. But if you look at other living organisms like reptiles, they do not have that ancestral connections. You will never find a reptile moving or them moving in a group. You will always find them moving alone. Snakes moves alone. Lizards, they move alone. It's only mammals that have that ancestral connection as a part of them, which they inherited from their crane. Those crane from the beginning of life, whereby we lived in the bushes and we live in our specific crane as a group. That ancestral connection is still part of us, is still in our brain. But I'm saying it's possible for you to work on yourself and reprogram your brain. so that you can disconnect, so that you will be able to, you have power to do everything that you want to do. Okay, if other living organisms like reptiles, snakes, if they can live on their own, it's also possible for you as a human being to live on your own. I'm not discouraging relationships. I'm not saying people should not marry. I'm not saying people should not do relationships. I just want people to love in a right way. And I keep on saying love is still a beautiful thing. Marriage is still a beautiful thing. It's only that people are loving in a wrong way. People are doing relationships and marriages in a wrong way. We just need to understand, or we just need to know how to love right. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, so I just want you to understand why it's so difficult to forget your ex, and why is that you keep on going back to your ex. Okay, the next reason is that you keep on going back to your ex because you think in your mind to say, nobody will want you again. Or it will be difficult to find a new person. Or it will be difficult to start all over again. But the truth is, it's not true. I want you to understand this. The truth is, it's possible to find a new person. It's possible to start all over again. It's possible for you to love again. This happens a lot, especially if you have a baby together with that ex. Or let's say you have babies together with that person or with that person. You will find it difficult to move on or to forget them, because you are telling yourself to say, nobody will want me if I have 4 babies. If I have a baby, maybe nobody will want me. They won't treat me right because I have this baby. You believe that maybe you don't have value any longer. Nobody will want you. But the truth is, that's a lie. It's not true. Okay. So, the next point is the reason why also you keep going on your ex, or why you struggle to forget your ex, is that it's because you gave them sex. You need to understand, Kusha, sex creates soul ties. There's a spiritual connection. Or let me say, sex creates a spiritual connection between you and the person that you gave sex to. Now, because of that spiritual connection. It's like sex create connection, a deep spiritual connection for you to this person. And it will be very difficult to break that soul tie that you created with that person that you gave sex to. So you need to understand, Kusha, every time, whenever you are going out there and you decide to do sex with a person, you need to understand that every time you do that, you have created a soul tie with that person. You have created a spiritual connection with that person, and it will be difficult for you to break that. People need to understand, Kusha, there's danger in doing sex without you thinking. There's danger in giving your body out there to people. And if you are, it will be more worse if you are giving your body to different people. So just understand that every time you do sex, you create a soul tie. Every time you do sex with a person, you create that deep spiritual connection with that person, and it will be very difficult for you to break it. And these things, they affect women more deeply than men's. Because there is something called an Arabic system of women's that is responsible for these sexual emotions and surrounding these sexual soul ties. They said the Arabic system of a woman, it's larger compared to that of the men. So women's, they are affected more. They are affected more by relationships compared to men's. So when they say a breakup, women are affected more compared to men's. Men's, they are not that affected much by breakups than women's. So you need to understand that if you tie your soul to so many souls, believe me or not, it will cost you in future. It's like you will have so many demons fighting within you. You have created so many demons in you. And it's more worse when the person that you are giving yourself to, it's even sleeping around with other different women's. People have energies. Every time you sleep with that person, they somehow transfer their energy, a little bit of their energy into you. If that person now is sleeping around with a lot of other women there, and you are also connected to them, it will create some demon spiritual things within you, and later they will be fighting in you, creating some chaosness in you, and it will believe me or not, it will cost you in future, it will affect you in future. I want to tell people maybe to just stop doing sex before marriage, or maybe people to start dating with a purpose, to know why you are going to that relationship, so that you will avoid all this chaosness and all these dirty things surrounding sex and soul tie and creating spiritual. You are busy messing yourself up with sex. People need to avoid all these things. Okay. I also want to teach women to say the most powerful weapon you have as a woman to a man is your body. The moment you give your body to a man, you have lost your value, you have lost your power over him, you have lost your self-respect. I don't know how well you have destroyed yourself. Do not give people sex that you are unsure of their love to you. Do not give sex to people that you are unsure. If you are doing dating with the aim of getting married, do not give sex to people that you are unsure that they will marry you in future. Otherwise, you will create your whole mess that will cost you in future. Do not give sex to people that you are unsure of. That you are unsure of, which they will take your baby if you happen to accidentally create a baby in that sex that you are doing. People need to think about themselves and their babies in future. If you create a baby in that accidental, unplanned sex, you need to understand, Kusha, you together with your baby, you will suffer. You created a baby that will be deprived of a father's love. You create a baby that will, chances are that the baby will grow up without a father. The baby will grow up without all the benefit that a child is supposed to get from their father. And you don't want your baby to suffer all those things. People need to think about who to give sex to and why. Otherwise, just close your legs. If you are a virgin, remain a virgin. Close your legs until if you are a young girl, get out of school, get a career, get yourself together. And if you want to get married, then you get married in future and start your life off well. Believe me or not, if you date too soon, it will cost you in future. Love is a slow walk. It's not a sprint. Love is not a sprint. It's a slow walk. You need to build it slowly with your mind open so that we do not want people to date too soon and make mistakes, and they will create they will mess up their life. and they will end, they will create a dark life for themselves, that whenever you will be in your 30, it will be difficult to get out of that. If you are a virgin, maintain your virginity. If you are a mom, maintain your secondary virginity. And date with purpose. Okay. So that was it from me today. I hope I helped somebody out there. I hope that people are really getting the message that I'm trying to get across out there. Yeah. So I wish you well. I wish you will date in a healthy way. Yeah. So do have a great day, and yeah, goodbye. See you on my next one. Bye-bye.